Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween, everybody. This is Kerry Hawkins of VectorMade.com. I'm just going to have some fun today and create a real quick Halloween scene for you. I've already kind of set out some colors here to the side. I went ahead and created my own little swatch set right here. You can do the same thing if you want by clicking New Color Group. You name it what you want, and then you can click and drag your swatches down here to create your own little swatch book. But I've got them here. They're handy. Let's get going. So first thing I'm going to do is just create a background. I'm going to use, this is my base color, and then I'm going to create a really big moon, and this will be my base color. Now I'm going to use the new freeform gradient on this just to give it sort of a cloudy effect, and we will populate these nodes with the colors that I have in here. So I want to use some colors like this and this and the really dark stuff maybe, and then add a few extra other colors, maybe just liven it up a little bit just to give it a little bit of variety here. So it looks a little murky. I like that right there. Maybe something like this. You know, play with it, do whatever you want here. Just kind of having fun. That's too bright. I'm going to bring that down. Maybe we'll just do that. I like a little bit of highlight in there. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this one. And we'll use some of these other colors. Let's do this and make this kind of the lighter color. And then add in some lighter color here. Make this darker. And just, I think I'll just kind of add several points here and then change them. So we'll do kind of like this. This like a highlight here, and I think that looks okay like that. It'll look good, I think, when we're all done, and you can see sort of the variation on everything, and so it'll look sort of like it's cloudy. You can kind of get the idea that there's like some hazy, foggy clouds rolling in over the front of this, but they're you know, not easily discernible, right? Anyway, let's leave that where it is. I am going to go ahead and place some grass right now. And this is just an image I got off a Google search, very simple. And I just wanted something that was black, you know, that shows up really easily. So this is like a quick way to make something that has no real defined edge to it. See how the grass is just all over the place? Well, you can easily live trace something like this. And I just do silhouettes. Now I don't really like the default there on silhouettes, so come in here to your image trace settings, maybe drop that down to 200, bump this up to maybe 95, and let's drop that down all the way. That looks better to me. And then hit expand when you get it where you like it, and bring it over here, and we're gonna kind of give it this cool gray look. I think that'll look cool. Next thing I want to do, I'm gonna add a cat. And I did the exact same thing. I just found a cat. Looks pretty good. If we just do a regular silhouettes live trace, boom, actually looks perfect. I'm just going to use that. Again, kind of color it this cool gray color. Maybe bring him down in size a little bit, but we'll just say he's out there in the yard chilling. Next thing I'm going to want to do is add a fence to either side. So let's just do some rectangles and create some sort of long rectangles, maybe a little skinnier. I'm just going to duplicate these, so I'm clicking and holding Alt to make a copy, and I'm also holding Shift to keep it in line. Just like that. Once you've made one, you can duplicate by hitting Control D, and then do it again. We'll make a fourth one, and actually I'll make a fifth one, but I'll take that fifth one and I'm going to rotate it so to where it's like this. Now what you want to do is kind of, to get the nice Halloween feel, I'm going to sort of angle these so like it's an older fence and it's maybe falling apart or something, you know. So I don't want these all to be the same height or the same angle. I just kind of want them a little haphazard. Something like this looks really cool. Boom, you've got a fence on that side. Now what I would do is select these, and I'm doing the same thing. I'm holding, you know, Shift and Alt at the same time to create a copy of all of those. And then I'm going to right click and hit Transform Reflect and hit OK. And there I've got another. But I don't want it to be just, I don't want it to just be the exact same thing. I want it to be a little different. So we'll just come in here and angle everything in a different way, you know. Something like this, that's fine. Maybe this one comes down a little bit, maybe angle a little more. This can maybe come up just a tiny bit, not too much. There, something like that. So there's your other fence posts. So they're similar but a little bit different too. I think that looks good. Next thing I think I'll do is go ahead and build a little creepy house in the middle, and I'm just going to use rectangles for this. We're going to create like a base, maybe a little bit bigger, something like that. I might do another section here. I might do a little section there. You know, something so that it's kind of like, I don't know, coming out on itself a little bit. I think it would look cool to have just a few different layers of structure here that, you know, make a little castle top, maybe something like that. Oh, I don't want to do that, do I? No, let's grab. Yeah, that's what I want. I want the polygon tool. I'm just gonna say 3 sides. That looks good. Come over here. This will be the roof. And let's do a little bit smaller, like that, and then we'll add. Hold on, I'm gonna align these. I'm just going really quickly. This is, you know, if I'm not explaining everything perfectly, just watch it again and go through. This isn't really a tutorial so much as it is just kind of a fun little speed thing for me to do. But if you aren't sure what I was doing, you know, leave a comment down below and I'll gladly answer your questions for you. So something like that, you know, sort of just haphazard. We'll go back and make this look even a little bit more different later. I think I'm going to get rid of that layer though. I'm just going to keep that, and that'll look cool. And then I'm going to shrink this in a little bit so that it's more like that. Okay, cool. Next thing I'm going to do is add some windows, and I'm going to just hit D as the default so that I can see them. That just makes everything white with a black stroke. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is add maybe some more windows down here. Maybe we'll do square. I held shift so that I could keep those all square, and maybe put them over here or something like that. I might also do one up here in the tower kind of thing, and round the tops of those. You know, now I'm gonna like kind of go in and make this a little off. You know, I don't want everything to be so perfectly square, and I'd really like for everything to kind of be a little disheveled looking. So just kind of going through, manipulating those little points, and come through and do this, you know, same thing. It's just kind of whatever you feel like doing on these. And then sort of rotate them a little too. I need to rotate every single one. Something like that looks pretty neat. Maybe a little too much on some of these spots, but you know, go back in and organize it as you see fit. Something like that's pretty cool. And then let's add some of that effect to the building itself. You know, doing like this. Maybe pull that out a little, pull this in a little. I think what would be neat is if this whole section here was rotated. So I'm going to hit R to anchor it down that way, and then pull it to the side. I'm also going to come back here and strengthen that up a little. And then I'm going to grab this. And I'm going to rotate it. You know, something like that. So it's a little lopsided, creepy old house. Next, I'm going to add like a gate. So something about there. Pull that in so it's, you know. Let's do white again so I can see what I'm doing for the time being. And then maybe add like 3 bars that are, you know, not perfectly straight. Maybe that one's pretty good, but the rest of them are kind of off, you know. That's always cool looking, I think. Something like this. I'm going to group these together. Yeah, I'm going really fast, but, you know, this is just for fun. It's a Halloween thing. I'm going to go ahead and expand those. Those look good to me. I'm going to bring them together to make a shape, and I'm going to make it this little lighter gray. And we're going to back it up. Actually, cancel that. We're going to bring this to the front so the grass is above. Everything, I'm going to shrink the gate in so you can see it a little better. Maybe even a little bit more. And maybe up a little bit. Something like that looks cool. And then I might angle it just slightly. So it's not perfectly straight either. Maybe the other way, so there's a little bit of contrast between the door and the house. Then it kind of curves that way. That looks cool. Next thing I'll do is cut these out. So I'm just grabbing all the objects. I don't really want the windows to be white. I want them to be cut out of the section underneath. And since that's showing now, let's bring this up a little so that doesn't show through. Okay, that looks good. Yeah, now we're seeing the stuff on the other side. I think that looks pretty neat. Now we're going to place some more stuff. Let's do a pumpkin. Boom, and then I think we can just do a silhouette. Yeah, and say expand, and we're good. That looks fine. And then make it the same color. Again, eye with the eyedropper tool here. We'll shrink them down, maybe put them on top of that. That's pretty cool. I would also put in, I wanted to do some bats. And so same thing, let's just try let's try silhouettes. Expand, come up here, fix this thing right here. It's awfully squirrely. And there, that looks better. The rest of it looks fine. So you can do a lot of live tracing when you have images that are just silhouettes. It's very helpful for that. Let's place a guy right here, and we'll just put a few more different sizes and different angles, and you know, just put them all over the place so that they look like they're swarming. Something like this. Maybe one more over here somewhere off in the distance. Something like that. We could bring another one over this direction and maybe make a set of 3 that's even smaller. You know. Boom, something like that. Very random looking, but you know, it's all the same instance. You don't have to go through and draw a bat every time you need something, you know. And the only other thing I might do is maybe you just add some distressed spots to these fences, you know. They look a little bit too pristine, so maybe just kind of come in with your pen tool and sort of just draw a little section. I'll make it white so you can see. And then maybe do something on the side here where it's cut out, you know, like that. Maybe draw something here at the end of this one. You know, just a few choice spots so that it looks like older wood. And let's just see how that looks when we're done. We'll cut these pieces out like so. And we just want to see if that's going to be a better fit. Let me make sure I got that and that. Yeah, go. Alright, that looks better. It looks more like warped wood to me. You could even add like a you know, a center spot that a hole is cut out of the wood or something like that. We'll try that too. I just make it white so I can see it. Maybe come back in here and kind of do the same thing with this piece of wood. You know, maybe make a cut out of here. And then another one up at the top of this. And again, you're just kind of clicking randomly. I don't need this to be perfect. I just need it to look like it's damaged, you know. It's old wood. And that ought to be enough for that. I don't need it, every piece to have multiple Let's just see how that looks. You know, there, it's kind of cool looking, right? And the only final step that, you know, I might recommend that you do is just to get everything from flowing. So like, you know, this is coming outside, and this is coming outside a little, and over here too. So just to tighten everything up, you might just grab this background. I did Control F to paste it to the front, and then I brought it forward with the Control and right bracket. Control Shift right bracket gets it all the way to the front, and then just select everything and just click right click, make a clipping mask, and boom, there you have it. You've got a cool, quick little Halloween scene that we did using the new gradient tool. I forget what it's called. It's the freeform gradient. Thank you. So there you go, guys. Happy Halloween. Have fun tonight. Stay safe. Dress up. Dress your kids up. Whatever you're gonna do. Hand out candy. Watch some scary movies, and just love on each other. Leave a comment down below if you liked this. Thought it was fun. Like, subscribe, share, and do all that jazz. And have a good time.